I'm Alexis, and this is Vintage. Yeah?
Yeah.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Today we're going to talk about vintage stuff. Are you ready?
So ready.
How can we tell something's vintage?
Is this vintage?
This is vintage.
Okay.
And I'll show you how we can tell. Today, we're going to talk about tags. Not hashtags.
Dang.
Paper tags.
Okay.
Cloth tags. Velcro tags. Tags stitched on by hand. Tags stitched on by machine.
And you can tell all that just by looking at it?
Yeah.
All
yeah,
of
you
that?
Can. All of that.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you can tell when something was made.
By the tag?
Not just who made it, but when they made it. All by the tag.
Okay.
So there's a couple main things you want to look for when you're looking at the tag of a vintage item, trying to determine whether or not it is, in fact, le vintage. And one of the dead giveaways is where it was made. We're not trying to be exclusionary here.
Mm-hmm.
No hashtag colonialism.
Wait, is that a hand-stitched tag? Or machine-stitched
Colonialism is hand stitched. We all have a part to play. Yeah. In this case, we've got a tag from Hawaii, and this is a Hawaiian style garment. You can tell because there's flowers, and they have a lot of those in Hawaii. It turns out, but these types of Hawaiian garments, also known as aloha garments. Fun fact, did you know Hawaiian shirts are actually called aloha shirts?
Is that like the official
term.
name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I didn't know
the proper term for it. I don't know if this would be called an aloha shirt by that definition. I'm gonna say
barely
no.
a shirt.
Yeah. This is a shirt.
That's a bra.
It could be known as a shirt.
Maybe in Hawaii.
Maybe in Hawaii. Anything's possible in Hawaii. It's like the opposite of Texas, where everything's bigger. In Hawaii, everything's smaller. Well, not everything. But you'll notice here that it says Hawaii, but it also gives us some other information, like who made it. In this case, Pennies. J.C. Pennies?
Is that what that's from?
No.
Oh.
Pennies of Hawaii. But it also tells us the size. In this case, a size 9. The style. What it's made out of. Cotton. And then, what's this? Yeah, that's right. Washing instructions. Because we all need a little help now and then. And that all tells us quite a lot, actually, about when this was made. For example...
More than washing instructions?
Washing instructions and the size actually tell us more than they would let on. For example, the washing instructions thing didn't become a requirement for clothing garments until 1971. So we can say with relative confidence that this guy was probably released sometime after that.
Okay.
And then the sizing on this. You'll notice this is a size 9. Ryan, you know about women's sizing.
I know all there is to know about women's sizing.
Which is to say...
But I want to see if you know all about women's sizing, so I'm not going to tell you anything.
That's valid. That's fair. Well, this guy is a size 9, which is some bullshit. Because these days...
Now we need the explicit tag on our video.
Oh, that's true. Because A, that size doesn't exist anymore. And B, in a different episode, we'll talk about how the evolution of sizes in women's sizing and standardizing sizes in general is just a capitalist tool to keep us in our pens.
Tell me more about size 9. It doesn't exist anymore?
Size 9 doesn't exist anymore, at least not in the standard
sizing. It just goes from 8 to 10?
Yeah, kind of like floor 13, you know? It's unlucky.
Is it?
No.
Oh.
No. In fact... What we've done instead is now have our sizes be whole numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc.
Okay.
For reasons. Maybe it's just because whole numbers make us feel more whole. But the main things we want to pay attention to here are the material, where it was made, and the fact that it's got washing instructions on it,
Mhm.
and the size being a weird number. Vintage sizes tend to be smaller than our modern sizes. So a size 9 in this 1970s, probably mid to late 1970s, based off of those washing instructions being present, garment, I would say would translate to a modern size 2 or 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that big of a gap?
It is. And that's why you never believe the size when you're going vintage shopping. Because depending on what era it's from, and even in modern times today, what brand made it, that means bullshit. And although this is vintage, it's bullshit. Well, that's vintage. And now you know.
Thanks, kid.
Yeah, you're welcome.